A legal challenge delays the vote on the proposed Norman Entertainment District. The Pardon and Parole Board denies clemency for a death row inmate, and 2 historic Oklahoma homes added to the National Register of Historic Places. We'll tell you where coming up on the KGOU AM News Brief for Monday, December 16th. I'm Mick Daniels. A legal challenge has stalled plans to put the Rock Creek Entertainment District to a public vote. The proposed $1 billion project will not appear on the February 11th ballot. A court hearing is set for February 19th to address a challenge to the petition that called for a public vote on the project. Opponents of the petition argue it doesn't meet legal standards. If the court rules in favor of the petition, the election could be scheduled for April 2nd. The Norman City Council approved the development back in September. The plan includes an arena, housing, and retail spaces. The Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board voted to deny clemency to convicted murderer Kevin Ray Underwood Friday. Sierra Pfeiffer reports on the proceedings.
The board unanimously voted against clemency for Underwood. Underwood was sentenced to death in 2008 for murdering 10-year-old Jamie Rose Bolin in Purcell 2 years earlier. Bolin's family said she loved spaghetti, her Girl Scout troop, and the color green. In an investigation into the case, Underwood told the FBI he targeted Bolin because she would be defenseless against his attacks. At the clemency hearing, he apologized to her family, his own family, and everyone who had to, quote, hear the horrible details of what he did.
Although I do not want to die, I recognize that I deserve to for what I did. If my death could change what I did, I would gladly die.
Underwood is scheduled to be killed by lethal injection on December 19th, which happens to be his 45th birthday. I'm Sierra Pfeiffer.
Oklahoma shares power with 13 other states in the Southwest Power Pool. But Governor Kevin Stitt says he's exploring the possibility of leaving the group. State Impact's Chloe Bennett-Steele has the story.
In an interview with News 9, Stitt says he is looking into, quote, unplugging from the Southwest Power Pool during the last 2 years of his term. He says he doesn't want to give up Oklahoma's sovereignty on permitting rights or eminent domain for energy projects. As of noon on Friday, Stitt's office had not responded to multiple requests for clarification on his comments. The Southwest Power Pool says it is in communication with Stitt to ensure it can, quote, fulfill its mission of keeping the lights on affordably and reliably in the state of Oklahoma. For State Impact, I'm Chloe Bennett-Steele.
Historic homes in Oklahoma City and Norman are the latest additions to the National Register of Historic Places. KGOU's Deborah Shar has details.
The Oklahoma Historical Society and State Historic Preservation Office says the register is the nation's official list of properties significant in our past. Prairie House on 48th Avenue Northeast in Norman was completed in 1961. It is considered an exemplary work of organic architecture and designer Herb Green's vision to synthesize various arts and respond to the elements of people, place, time, materials, and spirit. In Oklahoma City, the Dr. William L. and Susie Price Haywood estate on North Sooner Road also earned the designation. The home was constructed around 1930 and features the late 19th and early 20th century classic revival style. The Haywood estate is listed in the National Register for the couple's significant role in the African American community in Oklahoma City. I'm Deborah Shar.
Read more news at our website, kgou.org. We also invite you to follow the KGOU PM News Brief podcast.
We could all use a little help navigating the news these days. The Consider This podcast wants to give you a hand. 6 days a week, we'll help you make sense of the day's biggest news story and what it means for you in less than 15 minutes. Listen now to the Consider This podcast from NPR.